Hey guys, Happy Splasher here. Good morning. So right now we're going to do another one of these squad reviews, I guess. I'm not sure what I'm going to be calling these from now on, but yeah, well, I guess it'll take care of itself. But yeah, so we have another squad submission from Alex Blaze on YouTube. Thank you for the squad idea. And we are going to test out a squad. So yeah, let's see what we have here. Let's go over some of the heroes first. So we have the Void Jewel here. Oh, hold on, died. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah, so we have the Void Jewel here. It'll allow us to deal some curse onto some heroes and then also heal for himself. And then also has Mental Shield given to the Warlord, so that'll help protect us. We have the Grummery Nightchild here with some flight, also some curse on some heroes whenever she attacks. And on top of that, we'll deal additional damage when a cursed hero dies. Next, we have the Ghosta here. This Ghosta will deal additional damage to an enemy whenever our Warlord is attacked. Whenever one of our heroes attacks, we'll deal extra damage to their Warlord. Next, we have the Blair. This Blair will set the health of the ranged enemies to 5. And then also, we'll get Mental Shield whenever an ally appears, not including herself. Oh, it says gives the Mental Shield to allies in a row, but not when she appears herself. Also, on top of that, we have Mental Shield. Whenever Mental Shield goes away on our side, we'll deal damage to enemies. So they'll kind of combo. The Mental Shields will break, we'll deal some damage, and then we can potentially get more Mental Shields. Next, we have the Shadow Shamuna. We have, before the attack, she'll get an Eclipse Shard, and that Eclipse Shard will give Mental Shield to the Shadow Shamuna. Also, when this hero attacks, we'll deal adjacent damage to enemies in some radius, and then counterattack, which allows the adjacent damage to happen, and then also this hero to attack again. Next, we have the Amaterasu Eternal Sun. Whenever any melee hero attacks, including herself, she'll get an attack boost. At the end of the turn, she'll give Mental Shield to adjacent allies, including herself. And then whenever a ranged enemy appears, they'll get negative attack. Okay, next we have the Count Vlad. The Count Vlad has Vampirism, which allows him to deal additional damage. Has extra attack, which also combos with the Vampirism. And then at the start of the turn, we'll deal damage to enemies and then also heal themselves for the amount of damage dealt, which is really nice. Finally, we have the Charn Soulcatcher. We'll get some extra attack runes whenever he attacks, and then at the end of the turn, he'll transform into a building. This building here will give Mental Shield to one of our heroes before the enemy attacks, and then also at the end of the turn, he'll transform back into a smaller version of the Charn. On top of that, we'll be able to deal some extra chaos damage whenever one of our heroes attacks, and so these two skills combo together because extra attacks means more damage to chaos heroes, and etc, etc. So on early look, it looks like there is some Mental Shield going on with some Blair, the Void Jewel, Amaterasu Eternal Sun, and the Shadow Shamuna. Also too, the Charn does make Mental Shield. Then we have a little bit of Curse going on with the Grummery and the, what else? The Void Jewel. And additional damage with the Ghosta. So yeah, we'll try this off. We were told to check out Trixy. Trixy has this skill here, some attack boost to our Chaos heroes, which we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, sure. Or is that 3? 1, 2, yeah, it is 3. All right. Next, we have the Kill All Wounded skill, and then finally some witches that will come out to attack for 1 turn. All right, so we're going to try this off in Brawl for a couple of times, and then we'll see what will happen, and then afterwards we'll switch to another Warlord to do it. All right, so let's hop right in. All right, so we are facing an Ogre. An Ogre has the heal skill, the silence skill, and then also the stones with the heal. We'll start with, let's see, given that they are going to silence, let's focus on good stats. So let's go with the Grummery Nightchild here on A1. We'll do some early curse. This Tent of Life here has a little bit of heal. I thought this was the Infirmary or the Abode. Right, so let's go next. We have the Aphrodite here, which will deal some extra damage to our Warlord at the end of the turn, equal to the health of one of the heroes here. You want to set up, so let's go with, could clear out heroes. You know, we'll use the Ghost over here on C1, clearing out some buildings, dealing some extra damage. Hopefully we can use the random damage to clear out the Aphrodite, which we do, which is very nice. Right, next we have the Villain Mad Genius, giving some negative attack to our heroes, also some heal at the end of the turn. Summon the Blair next on D1. We'll see a little bit of heal, but then we can clear out the Villaino. All right, let's see. We have the Alexandra here with some life balance in front of herself, some heal, and then some silence. As mentioned, we do want to force a silence as well. Let's go with the Charon here on... No, we'll go with the Charon here on D2 and see some mental shields happening because of the Blair. We'll get some extra attack wounds that we can use for later. Alright, we did force a silence, so that's good. They have their own Charon as well. Some additional damage to Chaos Heroes, that's fine. We'll go with the attack boost next, so our Silence Grimoire Nightchild can do some damage. Then also, because they do have Order Heroes, we'll go with the Void Jewel next on... We'll go next on B1. I do want to leave some space so that we can have our heroes to attack. Alright, so we have these stones. Okay, we have some curse now because some multiple Order Heroes attacking. Okay, we do have... Ooh, let's see. Alexandria removes the negative effects at the end of the turn, so that's not what we want to see. We can, however, let's go with another Blair. This time we'll summon it here on A2. Okay, we got rid of the Alexandria, so that's good. Oof. That's not what we want to see. Alright, so some more curse again. We got rid of the Yoster this time. No heroes left to silence. We'll go with the... Let's see. I do want to find a way to wound these heroes. Let's go next with the... Yeah, you know, we'll go with the Count Vlad here on B3. We're going to set up with some Vampirism and then also the damage for next turn if possible. Alright, so all these heroes are now wounded except for the Charn and also the Life Palace. We'll do the Destruction skill to clear out some heroes. We'll go next with, let's see, we'll do our summons, because I do want a couple of heroes on the board. And then we do need to clear out this Charn in some way. I'd say it's a little bit of block. Go with, let's see. Okay, so these heroes actually destroy themselves at the end of the turn, which is not what we want to see. We'll go with the Eternal Sun here on D3. And the reason why the Eternal Sun is because you can see we give some mental shield to these heroes at the end of the turn. Okay, but not enough protection in order to get rid of heroes. We do have the Dead Lord here with some zombies. And as you can see, they have multiple lanes for attack. They also have these extra attack runes from the Charon. And unfortunately, because of that, we will be taking the lethal here. Yeah, we had a couple of turns where we were trying to set up for a board wipe, but because we fell behind with that Charn and then also the Alexandria, we didn't get the win there. But that's okay. Let's keep on going to the battle and keep going. Lovely. Alright, so we are starting first this time around. Let's go with the... Yeah, no, actually, let's start first with the Grimoire Nightchild here on A1. Probably could have went with the Charm, but that's fine too. Okay, definitely should have waited then. Alright, let's go next with the Charon here on D3. We're facing this Churn War with some extra attack and also immunity and heal. Okay, we'll go next with our attack boost for our Grimoire, which is currently protected by the Mental Shield. We'll go with the Void Jewel here on D1. And see a little bit of curse going on, that's fine. Okay, we have, let's see. I do want to stop Saharan, so what we're going to do is destroy it. And then this Evil Santa actually transformed our Void Jewel, so that was unfortunate. Let's go with the Shadow Shimura here on B3. See a little bit of curse going on. We do have some protection with the Eclipse Shard given. And see those counterattacks also being triggered by the extra attacks on the Churn War. Go with... We'll go with the Blair next on... Yeah, we'll go with the Blair next on B3. Setting the range health to Dragard to 5. We do have the extra summon coming out off of the attack, and so because of that, Blair did have the Mental Shield. The Blair also did some damage whenever the Mental Shield broke, which was on the Shadow Shimura. Right, next we have the Mina Helsing here, dealing some additional damage whenever one of our heroes attacks. Let's go with... We'll go with the Eternal Sun here on D3 because this Mina Helsing also has evasion. And as you see, we're very low on health. But we did win. And they did not repay. Alright, so yeah, let's keep going. Probably for future battles, I'm not going to start off with the Grumry Nightchild first, unless I absolutely have to, because having flight is actually very important. Alright, so let's see. We have the Balls the Warden here with some extra copies of himself, and then also when he dies, he deals extra damage to our Warlord. Unfortunately, all of these heroes here are not strong enough to destroy this. We can probably, let's see. Suppose we can actually set up with the Charon here on C3, just to get some extra attack runes. Ouch. Alright, we have the Scrap the King of Garbage with some extra attack, and then also some attack steal. Could clear out this hero, but then we still need to deal with this. Let's see, we have no way to heal, no way to block. That could potentially clear it out. We'll go with the Ghost here on B1 just to clear out the bolts. We'll take a little bit of damage as seen there. Okay. Alright. So they have the Count Vlad that they summoned, has some extra attack, and then also does deal some vampirism damage at the beginning of the turn. They summoned the Tesla X, but it was destroyed by our Ghost to skill. Do need to stop both of these heroes, because if we don't stop the Count Vlad, we'll have a board wipe happen with the Oyer and the Red Moon. Otherwise, we'll see an extra attack with the Scrap, and then that will lead to lethal. So do we have anything for this right now? The answer is not really. We can go with the Shadow Shimona here to block with C3. Okay, we have all of our heroes wounded, as you see. And as you can see here, even with the Count Vlad being destroyed by the counterattack, we still took lethal because of the Scrap behind it. Okay, well, we will hop into more battles again. Okay, this time around we're facing a White Shaman. The White Shaman deals some extra damage to our Warlord whenever we attack them. They also have Silence and Attack Boost to Nature. Okay, we'll go next with... Just thinking if this is going to make sense. Let's go with the Shadow Shimona here on B3 to block against the Dominus. Okay, so even with the Shadow Shimona with the Mental Shield, wasn't enough to actually block for damage here. We have the Discordia with some extra attack given to some enemies, and then also an attack boost to Chaos allies, which in this case is the Dominus. We'll go with the Grumry Nightchild here on B1 just to block. Okay, we have some additional damage happening. We're gonna go with the Void Jewel here on C1, just so we can get some protection. We do have this Danny Croc, which has some health steal. Okay, all of these heroes are wounded now, so we can actually look to clear all of these out. So we'll give an attack boost to nothing, so that we can wipe out all of these heroes. And then we'll go, let's see. They haven't done their skill yet. Let's go with the... Yeah, we'll go with the Eternal Sun here on B2. That way we can give some Mental Shield to the Void Jewel. Okay, let's see. So this Diana Amazonian Queen has some counterattack, and because of that, it will stick around. We'll go with the Blair here on B1. Because the range hero doesn't trigger the counterattack. Alright, let's go next with, let's see, another Danny Croc here. We'll go with the Charon here on D2, getting us some extra attack runes. Okay, no attack steal right now. I do want to clear out these heroes if I can. Let's go with the Let's go with the Ghosta here on D1. Potentially using the damage skill to clear out some heroes. Or in this case, we just force a silence. Got some attack boost going. Got some extra damage happening. Okay, we are going to be taking additional damage with the Vixen over here. Stu has some health steal. Suppose we could do... Let's see. We'll go with the Eternal Sun here on B2 just to block. But unfortunately, we did take lethal because of the attack steal. Right, so we did actually take 3 losses here. That's kind of unfortunate. We will switch over our Warlord, but keep the same squad and see what we're going to do. So let's actually change this around. The other suggestion was the Anna. So same squad, but just different Warlord. All right, let's head now back into Brawl and see what we can do. Okay, so we're facing a Jimmy Rocker Boy. They have some block runes, some splash, extra summons, and then also setting the health of our non-melee heroes to 1. We'll start with the Charon here on D3. I do want to summon the Charon on the bottom lane, so that way we can get some more protection up top with the Mental Shield, as you can see right there. Okay, next let's go with the Grummery Nightchild here on B1, taking advantage of her curse skill. We're facing a Prince, which has some extra summons, and also has some block right now because of those block runes. Okay, let's go with the... We don't need to go with the Mental Shield skill because we are still pretty far ahead in terms of health. Let's go with the... Let's actually go next with the Eternal Sun here on B2. Grab some more Curse on the heroes. And also giving some Mental Shield over to protect our Grummery Nightchild with the Mental Shield skill. Oh, and we did take lethal because we didn't actually protect. That was unfortunate. Good idea, but we kind of let the Prince and the Grace get out of control there. We'll hop into another battle and see what we can do. Alright, we're facing a Morgoth. The Morgoth here has some passive damage to our Warlord, extra damage over to our heroes for a turn, and then also the Soul Binders that can deal damage whenever a ranged hero attacks on their side. We'll start with the, let's start with the Charon again, this time on C2. I don't want to destroy these buildings because they will be used as targets for the Grummery. Alright, so let's see next. Let's go with, we have the Mina Helsing here with some extra damage over to our Warlord once we attack. We'll go with the... We'll go with the Void Jewel here, just to not trigger off that damage skill, and then also get some curse onto their heroes. Cool. Alright, so next we'll go with the... We'll go with the Blair next, here on E1. Getting rid of the Aharon's God's Will. And we actually don't have any targets for the damage skill. It's really nice. Alright, we'll go with the Mental Shield skill now on our Warlord. We do see the Groot Silent Guardian silence our Void Jewel, so that is unfortunate. Let's go with... So, it does have some curse. Let's see, curse over there. Curse will actually clear that out. No curse over here. You know, let's actually go with the Grummery Nightchild here on A2. I see some additional damage happening to the Warlord. Okay, some additional damage happening to us because of the Morgoth. We have the Grandma Reaper here with some extra attack boost to enemies at the end of the turn. We will need to block this lane for lethal. Let's see here. Curse over there. Thinking what's going to make the most amount of sense. Let's actually go with the Ghosta here on C1. Okay, we do have some damage happening again to our Warlord. We have the Alexandria coming out and healing the Warlord for a little bit. Let's see how much extra damage we deal. We deal 41 for each attack. So, might actually be able to go, let's see, so 132, that would be about 200. And this should actually be good for lethal here with the Eternal Sun. Right, so there we go. The extra damage from the Ghosta did add up, and also that curse damage as well. All right, so let's keep going. Okay, we are facing now a Harbinger of Darkness, dealing some random damage to some of our heroes, an extra summon, and then also the attack boost to Chaos Allies. They're starting first with the Aharon's God's Will, with some Phantom Attack. Wonder if this is going to work. Let's start with the Shadow Shimona here on A3. Okay, some little bit of attack steal, that's fine. Okay, let's go next with... We don't have anything to get rid of the Aharon right now, which is kind of a bummer. But this hero can still attack, so that's good. Let's go with the... Thinking what's going to make the most amount of sense. Let's actually go here with... No, that's going to break. Let's go with the Eternal Sun here on the 2. That way we don't get hit by the damage skill with the scrap behind the target. And then we can also still protect this Shadow Shimona. Okay. All right, at this point, we're going to go with our Mental Shield skill, just to make sure that we don't see any surprises. And then we'll also go with the... Let's see. So that is going to be destroyed. Let's go with the Void Jewel here on D1. Got a little bit of curse going on because the Phantom Attack does trigger off the Void Jewel. Okay, we have an additional hero to destroy now as well. This Tengu Ravencrest, which actually sets the enemy attack of our heroes to 1 per turn. We'll go with the Blair. And this Blair is going to be destroyed by the Phantom Attack, which is fine. But more importantly, the Aharon is now off the field. Okay, the Tengu is off the field too. Let's go next with... I do want to protect our Void Jewel, so we'll go with the Grimoire Nightchild against this Dead Lord. Extra zombies, but as you can see, it cannot attack because of the melee hero being here. Okay, let's continue. I am actually going to summon another Void Jewel in order to protect. Although, let's see. Yeah, we might as well. No. We're at full health. We actually do need to take advantage of our damage skill for later. Let's get the Charon here on D3, just to block. Okay, and now we have a little bit of curse on the enemies because of the Void Jewel. This time around, we'll go with our damage skill. Let's see how much curse is on this. So 47, so not quite enough to actually destroy anything. You know, we can actually summon another Void Jewel. Okay, they have their summon with the Dr. Fear, with some bleeding whenever he is attacked. Okay, we'll take a little bit of damage now. All their heroes should have plenty of curse. In this case, we'll take advantage of our extra attack runes, and we'll go with the... Even though they do have a full field, we'll go with the Count Vlad here on A3. For 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage. Did clear out some heroes, so that's good. Okay, and if we have any other heroes that we can do this, that's good. We have another scrap over here. We'll go with the Shadow Shimona here on B3. Did clear out the Frost, which actually does heal the Warlord for a little bit. All right, and we'll take advantage of our final extra attack rune. We'll go with the Ghosta here on the A1. And there we go. Okay, yeah, let's hop into some more battles. Okay, we're facing another Harbinger. That's good. Let's start once again with our Charon. This time here on... Let's start over... yeah, let's start over here on A2. Getting rid of this hero for now. Okay, we have the Aharon's God's Will again. Let's go with... We can put some curse on him. That's actually not too bad. Place it over here on D1. With a little bit of protection behind this building. And more importantly, putting the curse on the Aharon so that way we can actually deal damage to it. Okay, we'll go with... Let's go with the Mental Shield skill. We have the Aphrodite here with some additional damage at the end of the turn. Go with the... Yeah, we'll go with the Shadow Shimura here on B3. That way we can guarantee where the shard is coming from. Where's the curse? Oh, you know what? I have to set this. I have to set the health of this to 5. That's what happened. All right. At this point, I'm not really concerned about this anymore because we do have the Void Jewel. So we'll just let this hero keep attacking, get some curse on these heroes. Okay, we have the TNT Crazy Demolitionist here with some damage runes over to our cells. And then also I forgot the Aphrodite does have these heal pentagrams. Let's go with the Blair next to clear out this damage rune. More importantly, we are setting the health of these range heroes over to 5. So you can see the Aharon is gone, the Aphrodite is gone, the TNT is gone. We just need to deal with this Grace of Rockfleet, which has a lot of curse on it. Let's go with... Yeah, this Groot Silent Guardian also has some curse on it too. Let's see, will that be enough? Yeah, let's go with the... No, here, we'll go with the Eternal Sun here on D3, just to protect our Void Jewel. Okay, we can now activate our damage skill. And then we'll also summon this Charon here on A3 to get rid of this attack rune. Okay, we had some silence happen to our Void Jewel, so that doesn't work anymore. We have the Ariok blocking with the invulnerability. That is all right. We're going to summon a hero that can actually stick around. Let's see how much attack steal offset. Okay. So let's go with the Grummery Nightchild here on A2. Just some additional curse, and more importantly, it's the extra attacks to trigger off the damage skill. And there we go. All right, we'll do one more battle and see how this goes. All right, we're facing an Ogre this time around. They are starting first. Okay, they have the Dragara here with the attack boost and also at the end of the turn. We're going to start with, let's see. Yeah, you know, we can start with the Shadow Shimura here on D3 just to block. Okay, not what we want to see. Let's go next with... We have the Alexandria here with the silence, so that's why we won't have our Shadow Shimura doing any more stuff. We'll go with the Void Jewel here, actually, on B1. Try to put some curse onto their heroes, which we don't currently have. That's unfortunate. Let's go with our Mental Shield skill. We have the Yorick come out with this damage skill to actually clear out our building and then destroy the Void Jewel. We'll go next with the Blair here on A1. Just to set the health of these heroes to 5. And then we'll have some way to try and clear these out. Okay, we have a little bit of health boost going on over here. We'll go with the Grummery Nightchild on A2, trying to get some curse onto the Alexandra, which we did, so that's good. Okay, let's go with the Charon here on the D3. Just get some extra attack runes for now. And we are going to be taking lethal, unfortunately, because we don't have the Void Jewel to protect. Okay, well, that was it for the squad. Overall, I do like having the Anna a little bit more. I think because the other build with the Trixy doesn't have anything to really proc the extra damage for the kill on wounded. It's not as helpful, I would say. The extra summons are good, but you just need to find a way to combo with them. And we only had maybe one battle where we summoned the witches, and even then it wasn't that strong for us. So the other build, as mentioned, the one with the Anna the Abyss Queen, that one, sorry. Oh man, that hurts. All right, any with the Anna the Abyss Queen, the mental shield skill was a little better, but probably need to lean more towards that rather than just trying to do curse and the curse and the extra damage separately. So if you, as mentioned, if you lean more into the mental shield, the Blair is good, Shadow Shamoon is good, Eternal Sun is good, and also the Charn is good. So yeah, so thanks again, Alex Blaze, for suggesting the squad, and yeah, take those ideas, tweak them as you will, and have fun. Otherwise, this is Happy Splasher. We will see you guys later. Happy Splasher, signing off.